Each year, the Sheeple Army looks for new recruits in Sector 9 to 5. No thinking required. Wee! So before you sign up for a soul-crushing tour of duty in corporate America, train to survive cubicle warfare with CorporateLand. Learn the tools of the trade and hang up your suit and tie for good. A link is in the description, bitches.
What's up, you flaccid whiskey dicks? Not that I'm one to talk about that or anything, but it tastes so good. Good Pop showed up today because I got some good news. I am going to teach you how to detect fake people in your life so you can eject them. They are parasites. You don't need them in your life. They're holding you back. Put them in the catapult and flip them over the wall like a bag of bones. I'm not talking about people you work with or how you conduct yourself while at work, because everyone's got to make money and you have to keep your job. In today's day and age, with the weird work environments that's going on, you're gonna have to play the game and swallow your pride. And ladies, you're probably gonna have to swallow something else, Screen 5. And gentlemen, if you haven't seen it yet, I have made a whole video on how to survive in today's work environment. Links in the description. With that being said, pour yourself a menagerie and use the good... Oh. It's not a party till something... It's not a party until something gets filled. Yeah. Now listen, I am not making this up. Everyone out there has to deal with faker sons because there's a ton of them out there. In your life, you are gonna have to deal with the faker sons virtually every day. It is tedious and tiring, and if you don't eject them from your life or at least keep them at arm's length, they will drag you down with them. Everyone has their own list of red flags about this. I am just boiling it down to make it more concise. To start this off, there are 3 main traits of a fake person. Number 1, it's all about them. Hey, my job is complete. He just turned on some Space Ghost. These people are self-righteous braggarts. They just can't help it.
She's just Helen, you're so toxic. LMAO, I'm out. Yeah, no, I don't do beta. Only alpha here. Only men here.
No matter what you say or do, it's all gonna circle back to them because they have become the center of the universe! They are the sun in their own private universe and everything else orbits around them. Every waking moment and social situation is a chance for them to grab the spotlight. I remember people like this, especially in Ranger School. When they were in charge, they were great. But when they weren't, they were sleeping, chow thieving fucks. These people are as worthless as your mama's lip injections, if you know what I mean. Your lips look like a prolapsed anus, and that gives us a whole new meaning of going ass to mouth, if you know what I mean. Speaking about plastic surgery, where else are you gonna find people like this? Oh, that's right, on the internet. These people are validation-seeking missiles, and if you keep them in your life, they are going to nuke your social media. Every fucking thing they do in their life, they post it up on the internet, including all of the dudes they bang. We don't care. In fact, I got a 55-gallon of fuck off that I'm gonna tap and put the hose directly in your mouth. And ladies, God bless you, especially for all the pictures you post on the internet. But you are the biggest offenders.
Whatever, I post those pictures for me.
Bullshit! It's all about attention seeking, and you know it. Cheers. Do you wear lingerie in your everyday life? No, you wear it for other people. So when you wear lingerie or a bathing suit and you post pictures about it, you're wearing it for everybody. When you wear clothes for yourself, you should put on something comfortable and warm. Kind of like my army smoking jacket. Oh, I love you.
Zuck the cuck drinks water like a duck, but he also drinks your data. So tell him and Google to shove your data up their schwing-schwangs by downloading the Brave browser. It's free, blocks online advertising, and protects your privacy and data from evil tech companies. You only see ads if you want to see them, and you get cryptocurrency for your attention. Don't let Zuck use you to make a buck. Download Brave by clicking on the link down below.
And once you understand the truth about rule number 1, that brings us to rule number 2. They don't care about you, but they sure as shit will pretend to. You have something that they want. Either it's something you have or something you can do for them. Every aspect of your friend shit is about them taking from you and providing nothing in return.
Right.
You guys don't understand that I have fucking women's rights? Huh?
What are you talking about?
They will pretend to make an effort and then turn around and expect real effort from you. They never initiate contact with you unless they need something. Hi, Ma, Space Ghost. And heaven forbid you would want them to be friends in return, because guess what? You better get used to voicemail, because that's all you're gonna get. Their whole goal of your friend shit is to maneuver themselves into a sweet spot. When things are going well for you, there they are reaping all the benefits. But at the first sign of trouble in your life, they gracefully bow out. And guess what? They really weren't that close to you, so you probably won't even miss them. And that is their endgame. They want the reputation of being a nice person without any of the effort. Kind of like a celebrity who flies a private jet all over the world. At the same time, lecturing us all on climate change, right? Pound sand. They're like a woman who divorces her man once he gets fired or injured on the job. Or a woman who divorces her man the day her student loans get paid off, Space Ghost. Bottom line, once they get what they want, or you can't provide it anymore, they're gone. And that brings us to rule number 3. What the hell do these charlatans respect? It turns out they respect one thing: power, and very little else. And this is where you can turn the tables on them, because guess what? You have all the power. You have all of the resources, the equipment, the skill, love, whatever. You have the resources that they want. And because they're parasites and they really don't provide anything, you are holding all of the cards. But they will gaslight you to the point where you think you don't. So ladies and gentlemen, if you ever come up against a person like this, keep this in the back of your mind and never surrender your power. And here is the real ironic part. Are you ready for this? Oh, 'cause I am. Once you know what you're dealing with, you can manipulate them first. Winning. Now, I'm not saying 2 wrongs make a right or anything, but it does feel damn good. Especially when you can blow that wrong all over that prolapsed anus of a face, screen 5. With that being said, enjoy the halftime show, and if you go to BitChute, you're gonna see the dials and pegs in a good way. Now that we've hit 3 main rules for detecting these faking bakers, now we're gonna go into some indicators. Okay, remember this. They want you to like them and at the same time be the center of attention. As a result, you get this weird interpersonal dynamic that feels completely wrong. It's kind of like saccharin. It comes across sweet, but at the same time is a little sickly and synthetic.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again, I promise.
And if you keep it in your life, you're gonna get the big C word. And I'm not talking about cunt. I'm talking about cancer. Oh my God! Ah! The first symptom of a shaken baker is over-the-top behavior. They are way too enthusiastic about stuff that in reality is pretty boring. But you want to know one of the easiest ways to detect these people? It's the laugh. Apparently, they think everything is funny and the laugh comes out at inappropriate times.
I used to know a girl. She had a dozen guys. One of them found out about it, beat her up so bad she ended up in a hospital on Guerrero Street.
What a story, Mark.
And now that I said that, gentlemen, you're never going to be able to turn that knowledge off. You're going to sit across from one of these people. They're going to laugh, and a chill of doom is going to go down your spine. Oh, I said doom. Ah.
Anyway, how is your sex life?
But they try to sell this attitude in ways that are even more uncomfortable. They like to keep a lot of creepy eye contact. In fact, I made a whole episode about it. Here it is. Can you imagine that during sex? Oh yeah, does that feel good, baby? Are you enjoying it? Winning. On top of the creepy eye contact, you get creepy closeness and touching. Dude, you touched one of my moves.
It's in the script.
It is not.
Yes, it is.
Ah, fuck. One of my friend's wives said I had moobs recently, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm still recovering from that because that was cruel.
Is this too close?
Yes.
Is it? Yes, it is.
Close. If only the creepy eye contact and touching was as bad as it gets. Now you actually have to talk to these people and interact with them. But it's kind of like women. You let them talk long enough and you give them all the rope, they'll hang themselves. When you interact with one of these people, make sure you listen for one of the following red flags. If you are speaking and you get the impression that they're really only listening to every third word, what is that called, Blake?
Passive listening.
Passive listening, and that's bullshit. They're not really listening to you unless it's bad news. These narcissistic assholes worship at the altar of drama. Oh, we're not worthy. And they will tell people that you don't even know and you don't even trust. All the while using your misfortune to make them look like Mr. Understanding. Poor you. And that is if they're not constantly interrupting you.
Fuck you, asshole.
Hey, fuck you, asshole.
Fuck you, asshole.
You could be talking about how your dog of 12 years just died. They will interrupt you because they don't give a fuck damn or shit. I made a whole episode about it. Here it is, check it out. Because they're gonna talk about how their dog died and they understand and you should hug it out. Wah. And the rest of the time, they're either talking down to you, bragging, or giving you backhanded compliments. And ladies, if you've ever fallen victim to a pickup artist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what they do. They walk up to a woman and say, hey, you look great, but you'd be even hotter if you lost 15 pounds. I cannot tell you how many pieces of pussy I pulled being a wretched sack of assholes. Women fall for that, and that's why men do it. You ladies out there who say all men are assholes, guess what? They're like that because you keep fucking them.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Newsflash. Close your legs and have some temperance, and guess what? A good dude just might materialize. But why do that when you can exaggerate and overinflate yourself? Or better yet, they change history to make themselves look better. As a result of being a walking sack of twat knuckles, they really can't keep any friends around.
Want to retire someplace on the planet where the women look like this? I thought you did, but if you want to know how, first you need to go to MGTOWbooks.com and purchase MGTOW's Guide to Retiring on 200K in Southeast Asia. Don't forget to use the promo code POPP, that's P-O-P-P, for 10% off. A link is in the description.
Let's just say you're dating a woman and she becomes friends with all of your friends, but doesn't have any of her own. But later on in your relationship, you're gonna feel the back burner blues, and I made a whole episode about that. Here it is, check it out. All of a sudden, these old friends are gonna materialize, and you won't get to meet them because your schedules don't jive. And that's because she has this huge stable of friends that she chews up, and when she's done with what she needs from them, they're gone. These people are narcissists, and they really can't keep friends around. And it's for a simple, basic reason. If they want to have the reputation of being a nice person, having old friends around doesn't really work with that. Any normal person who sticks around long enough and sees this pattern of behavior, they are gone. Or, if they're a true friend, they're gonna call them out on that bullshit. And as we all know, narcissists, they get mad and pissed off when you try to make them take responsibility or accountability for their fucked up attitude and actions. And that is the #1 indicator for one of these fake fuckers. They avoid taking responsibility and blame at all costs. It's kind of like they have a lot in common with women. As stunning and brave as that is, Screen 5. It's dudes as well. In fact, I have run into this countless times in the military, and most of those people are toxic. The best way you can deal with these people is just to cut bait and leave. But there are some stubborn mother fornicators out there that always gotta have the last word. If you choose to confront one of these people, they will destroy your reputation if it is within their power.
If you do anything wrong in your life, and I find out about it, I'm gonna try to take everything away from you. And I don't care when I find out. Could be today, tomorrow, 15, 20 years from now. If I find out, you're fucking finished.
Who's that? That's you.
These people are basically a social justice warrior in Christmas wrapping. They pretend to be paradigms of virtue with empathy and understanding. In reality, that is a huge, monumental lie. They are vile, narcissistic, bigoted cocksuckers. They virtue signal and pray the rest of us don't realize that they truly don't have any virtue. But now there's an entire video out there on the internet warning people about this bullshit. And that, ladies and jelly spoons out there, that's how you identify fake fakety fakers. But what the fuck do I know? I'm just an infantry grunt. That's just my opinion, and if you don't like it, so what, comma? I don't care, and fuck off. So if you're still watching and you want to support this content, please go to redonkulous.com/donate and help us out. But the best thing you can do is like and share this video because YouTube really can't censor that. Not that I would speak against my corporate overlords, but hey, look at that. Space Ghost is on YouTube and it's getting its ad revenue. The pre-drinking ritual.
It's important because the reason you get hangovers is because you're dehydrated. And this is why he has to take a break every 15 minutes to go take a piss.
Half a liter?
And dropping cap.
Where's the cap at? Don't judge me, man.